Hey guys, we are going to be going live. Everybody on here could just mute. I apologize for the technical difficulty we had. That was just a previous webinar that we did. We need to be doing this live with you all though. So let's do it, okay? We're here. This is me, and my name's David Weber, and I'm here with three of my online buddies, okay? We're going to be talking about something that is told by a lot of people, and it sort of became cliche, but this is something that is near and dear to my heart because we all had something in our lives that we wanted. Hold on one second. Let me just get this presentation back up. This is online marketing for you guys. All right, we're back. So this is something that's near and dear to our hearts because me, TJ, Jade, and Andrew, we had things that we wanted in our lives, right? And we would do anything that it took to get to it. And we're not okay with the status quo. I'm not okay personally with seeing people doing something day in and day out that doesn't really serve them. So this webinar is going to be able to explain to you how to succeed in life and business. And we're going to make this as simple as possible for you. Real quick, let me introduce the people who are going to be on this call with you. Okay, so my name's David Weber, and I used to manage a fast food guys, right? And I was really unsatisfied with my job, and I wasn't happy with the amount of money I was getting paid, and I wasn't happy with not being able to see my family as much as I wanted to see them. And there were all these things that I wanted to change in my life. And it took a decision. It took one moment for me to realize that I'm not going to live the rest of my life that way. So let me bring out Drew real quick and just introduce yourself, man. Tell a little bit about yourself real quick, and then you'll hear from him later on. Got to unmute Andrew.
Hey, there you go. You hear me now? All right. Okay, looks like we're unmuted. Okay, so having all kinds of technical difficulties today, but it's all good. So probably a number of you all know me. You've either seen me on Facebook or Instagram. But for those of you who don't, again, my name is Andrew Johnston, and I am pumped to be on this webinar with you all tonight. Super pumped to get over these technical difficulties. Fingers crossed. But I want to start out by saying that I don't claim to be a guru. All right, I'm real. I'm a human, just like you. Everything that you learn tonight, I actually do and implement every day. So I can't wait to really bust some of these myths or delusions that we've all been told. For those of you who are just really wanting to get out into this life of freedom, I want you to know that just a year ago, I was working in a boring retail store every single day, while on the side I was trying to actually make it big in the blogging world and totally failing. But we'll get into that in a bit. All right, now my world has completely changed. My girlfriend and I have been able to buy a one-way ticket to Central America, where we're going to begin our around-the-world trip. I don't say this to brag, but just to let you know that I've succeeded in living the stream lifestyle, and I've done it all by working online and implementing everything that you're about to learn tonight. So again, I'm really excited that together we'll be overcoming the myths that you've been told by these so-called gurus, and I'm even more excited that you've chosen to invest your time, and in turn invest in yourself for the next hour to actually change your future. So next I want to actually introduce my buddy TJ here, and he's absolutely crushing it online. So TJ, if you can go ahead and come out and introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? Everybody can hear me, right? All right. Yes. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is TJ Fannin. I am a stay-at-home father of twin boys. My twin boys are 20 months old now. You see, for me, it all started when I found out we were going to have twins. I was currently in a job I was making about $10 an hour, working about 50 hours a week in manual labor in the heat in a shop. So it was actually absolutely miserable, and I was scared. Let's be honest, I was scared. Anybody that hears that they're going to have twins it's a shock of a lifetime, let's be honest. And it definitely shocked me. And it actually propelled me to figure out a way to do something different with my life, be able to provide for my family. Because for me, that's all that was important. I wanted to be able to provide for my boys. Not only have I been able to do that, I've been able to provide for my family, provide a home for my family, and be with my boys. We don't ever have to give them to daycare or anything. We're here with them to watch them grow. Not only have I been able to do that, I've been able to set up my business to where I work my business around my passions. So I'm with my boys. I go to the gym whenever I want, and I work after I do everything that I'm passionate about. So it's truly been a big blessing for me, someone that never had technical capabilities. If they had me set this webinar up, I could have never done it just because I'm not a tech savvy person. But for me, I had a strong reason why. As you know, my twins, that's where it was for me. So I was willing to do whatever it took to create a little more freedom in my life. So that's kind of my background, and we'll kind of get more into something more specific, which has propelled me, someone that didn't have tech abilities and didn't really know what I was doing in the online world, had never owned a computer. I'm going to dig a little bit more into something that a key component that actually helped me succeed with all this, even from being someone like myself. So we'll get into that a little bit more. I'm gonna bring out Jade. She is she's rocking it right now, traveling all over the world. And just come on out and tell us a little bit about yourself, Jade.
Thanks, TJ. Yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm Jade Scarfoni. I'm actually an Australian, so it's really cool to be on the other side of the world working with all these people from all over the world. And my real reason for getting started online was because I used to work at a bank. I was working 80 to 90 hours a week sometimes, and I was just completely run down. I was earning a lot of money, but I wasn't enjoying life because all I really wanted to do was be able to travel, and I didn't have the time to do that. So when I discovered working online as a real thing, it was just an amazing opportunity that I couldn't pass up. And I've been able to quit my job. When I'm not traveling, I work in really cool cafes like I'm doing today, and it's just amazing. But I'm going to pass it back over to David to start getting into what we're here to talk to you about today.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Jade. I know Jade said she used to work 80 to 90 hours a week. And that's something that blows my mind, because when I was working 30 to 40 hours, it was enough. So we're going to move on to the next slide. Just one sec. All right, so let me discuss a few things just to make sure people are in the right spot. All right. First of all, who is this training for? This is for people who are tired of being broke, okay? I know a lot of people, too many people, who are living paycheck to paycheck in a way that it doesn't support them being able to fulfill their passions, in a way where it brings stress into their life. And I was that exact same way, right? Like I said, I went to school for hospitality management. I was making 13 bucks an hour out of college. So this is for people who are tired of being broke. Justin, can you move that? Thank you. This is for people who really believe and who feel that they deserve more, okay? There are some people that are completely okay with the status quo, and they see people around them doing the ordinary things, going to their job and, being able to get a week or two of vacation. And this is for people who can look past that and realize that there's more possibilities for themselves. This is about time freedom. It's about leveraging things on the internet. It's about being smart about how you work. It's about being able to have the time to do things that you're doing, so you're not spending 80 to 90 hours a week doing something that you don't enjoy. So I could switch the slide. This is for people who want to quit their jobs, right? They don't want to have to work for somebody else. That was one of the main things that really frustrated me was that I felt like I was sort of a pawn in somebody else's chess game, and it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. And this is for people who want to actually learn how to profit from their passions. And that's one thing that's really cool about what we're doing, is that we're learning how to leverage our passions and things that we enjoy to be able to work for ourselves and create some freedom for ourselves. This is for people who want to stay at home with their kids. I have an 11-year-old son. I'm able to work from home full time. I'm in my office right now. You know, TJ has twin boys, and even if you don't have kids, it's about being able to have that time to do the things that you want to do with your life. So for people who want to travel the world, you're going to be hearing from a special guest, and also from Jade and Andrew, people who are able to literally, you can pick up your laptop and go. Okay, we're going to talk about exactly how that happens. We're going to be blowing past some myths that's really holding people back, that's going to allow them to realize what's actually possible for themselves as far as traveling goes. Here's where I get into more of a personal thing, okay? And you know, everybody, if you don't like your job, obviously you want to quit your job. If you're not making enough money to really feel fulfilled in life, of course you want to make more money. But this is where I get to, like, you asking yourself these questions, so that we can figure out if you're right for this, okay? This is for people who are going to be holding themselves accountable, people who don't need a boss to tell them what to do, okay? People who can say, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to get things done, this and this needs done, and they're going to do it because they can hold themselves accountable and they know what they want. It's people who are going to do whatever it takes, right? They're going to spend an extra hour after work. They're going to do what it takes. They're going to learn new things. They're going to get past the learning curve. It's for people who are going to be coachable, who are ready to learn, who have an open mind, who can just listen to us and listen to anybody that's doing something that they want to do, and they can simply acknowledge the fact that, okay, there's just some new things that I need to learn. There's some new actions that I need to take. So being coachable is a huge thing with that. What we're going to do is a promise to you, okay? And first of all, let me say this. We obviously have already had some like technical difficulties in the beginning. You don't need to be a incredible computer genius to do these things, okay? So my promise to you, though, is that things will be done for you. So you don't even need to do this stuff. You are going to have a step-by-step blueprint for you that you can implement today, literally today, right now, after this webinar, if you would like. That will help you change your life and start working for yourself. Our second promise to you is that you will have a clear understanding of how to overcome the beliefs that have been holding you back from succeeding. And the issue with this is that if you feel like beliefs aren't holding you back, then most likely they are, because you might not be aware of them. I'm not trying to say that is what's happening to you, but we're going to have somebody talk about what can really set you back, okay? Because we're all incredible human beings, okay? We have arms and legs and eyes, and we can do all these amazing things. But what's the one different thing about us? It's what's in here. That's the only thing that separates me from Mark Zuckerberg, right? It's what's in here, because when what's in here changes, your actions change, your reality change. What you believe is possible, it changes, and your vision changes. So if you stay until the end, we have something really, really special for you, okay? Because we are just ordinary, average people who have found a way to do things online that have brought us fulfillment, that have brought us to be able to not just work with our passions, but to be able to do things outside of work that we really want to do, like traveling and spending time with our family. So we've got some bonuses for you today that when we went through the struggle of learning how to do this online business thing, these are the three bonuses that when we learned them, our businesses started seeing success drastically right then. And we have these bonuses for you. If you stay until the end, we're going to be giving them to you. So to get ready, please turn off all distractions, okay? If you're on your laptop right now, please turn off your phone or get off Facebook and close out your emails, whatever you may be doing. Close off all distractions, because it could be anything that one of us says that sort of allows you to have that aha moment, so that you can understand something new, so that your beliefs start to change, so that your opportunities in your life start to open up, okay? So real quickly, why should you listen to us? It's not to brag, it's to show you what's possible, because there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't do this too. Okay. We have collectively done over $2 million in sales online over the last 12 months, literally all from our laptops and our phones, some of us traveling the entire world. We are boss free. I actually got fired from my job when I was working at the pizza place, and it led me to force myself to make this happen for myself. But we are all boss free, and we are following our passions, and that's how we want to live our lives. So we have been through the same process, though, that everybody needs to go through to start working for themselves online. We've been there, done that. The thing is, when I first got started, for instance, for an entire year, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have trainings. I didn't have anything that you're going to be able to find out how to get today. I didn't have it, and I struggled. And I learned some incredible things that led me to a massive breakthrough in my business. Same with TJ, same with Jade, same with Andrew. We learned some things. We've gone through the process already. And what we want to do is to be able to just simply share with you what we learned so that you can just do it and not worry about that learning curve there, not worry about those struggles that we had to go over. So I'm going to pass this to Jade now. We want to show you some of the results, not just that we created, but what other people have been able to create, because there's absolutely no reason why you can't have your names on any of these screenshots. So Jade, we take it away.
Yep, thanks, David. Just taking a bit of time to unmute. Yeah, so as you can see from this screen, you can see all our names on here, and we've all had some really awesome results, from $1,000 to $16,000 commission. But the coolest thing is not us receiving these, but when we've been able to train people up and teach them how to implement and duplicate this. And you can see from the number of people here receiving their first commission, you've probably recognized a lot of the names on here as well, because they're the sorts of people that have been inviting you to join us today, because they're like us. They want to help you. They want to see you grow and be able to achieve these amazing results as well. And it just proves that it's possible for anybody if you follow along with us and you join us and learn from us and implement what we teach, because it really, really works. Are these slides moving? So yeah, you'll see heaps of people, and it's funny because we actually asked our team yesterday to give us screenshots of all their results, and so many were just coming through, and I didn't have room to put them all on these slides because there would have just been a whole presentation of slides of people's results. So it's just really cool, and it's really amazing for us to see that people are able to achieve results just from what we've taught them. So now I want you to take a moment and imagine how your life will change if you're able to get these results. When you can quit your job and become boss free. Imagine waking up every day with no alarm clock and just being able to do what you want. Maybe you'd buy that one-way ticket to your dream destination, wherever that might be. You can pay off all your debt and become free of financial pressures. No more worrying about bills or your credit cards. You get to stay home with your kids, wake up and do whatever you want with them, not having to stress about dropping them off at daycare or getting to work. You can start driving your dream car and think big, like amazing cars, whatever is really on your dream. And you can build your dream home wherever you want, maybe on a beach, maybe in a rainforest, absolutely anywhere. Imagine that. And I really want you to picture that, because it is possible, and you can have time to focus on your passions and really live that life of your dreams. Now, would these sorts of things make a difference in your life and your family's life? I know they have for all of us on this panel. And what I want you to do is give me a big yes in those comments if it would make a big difference in your life if these things happened. I know it would. Now, we are about to share some really important secrets with you. So I want you to really think about that. And what we're going to ask you to do is make us a promise. We need you to promise that you will stay open-minded, welcome new opportunities, and really take this seriously, because what we're about to share with you will absolutely change your life and get you results if you pay attention. Now, what I'm going to do is pass you over to Andrew, who's going to cover off myth number 1.
All right, guys, are you all ready for myth number 1? If so, drop a yes in the comment below here. All right, awesome. All right, so I'm going to ask you all to kind of get in here and work with me here. So I want to know one thing though before we get started on myth number 1. And can we hit the slide to myth number 1? All right. So myth number 1, to start working online, you need to have your own website, products, and sales materials. So that is definitely not true. Surprise, you actually don't need any of that. Now, what you can do, you can actually partner with companies that have all of that in place, saving you time, money, and really your effort. So have you all ever Googled, how to make money online? If you have, type yes in the chat below. I'll give you all a couple more seconds this time to say yes. All right, yes. Okay. So a few of you out there like me, well, 3 years ago, I Googled how to make money online. And the first thing to pop up was start a blog and make $50,000 a month. So what did I do? Start a blog with my girlfriend, Megan. Well, after 6 months of learning really everything that we could, aka watching YouTube videos and Googling stuff, we had 2 dedicated readers, my dad and her mom. And obviously, we were even close to making $50,000. Now, a friend of mine that actually works with us had a similar problem, except she had tons of readers on her blog, but really had no idea how to make an income from it. So it wasn't until both of us went through one special training and followed it step by step that we figured out actually how to partner with companies to make an income online, and realized that we didn't need to create any of our own products. But I won't get too much into that right now. I'll go ahead and pass it back to Jade. We'll save that in a little bit, and Jade will cover myth number 2.
Thanks, Andrew. So myth number 2, a lot of people think that to start working online, you're going to have to be an expert in sales. Now, I don't know about you, but when I initially thought about sales, I thought about the whole door-to-door salesperson, maybe somebody sitting in an office cubicle with that phone, just cold calling people all day long. And the thought of that did not appeal to me at all. And prior to working online, I did work in sales. I was a BDM, but I never, ever actually sold anything. I really relied on my expertise in helping people and providing value to them. That is what kept people coming back to working with me. So I was scared to come online and potentially have to start selling. But I quickly discovered that you actually don't ever need to sell anything. You can actually partner with people who will do the selling for you. And you can learn to leverage systems which will actually attract people to you. So essentially, you're never, ever actually selling. And that is one of my favorite things about what I do. So now I'm just going to pass you over to TJ, who's going to cover off our myth number 3.
Right. So back to me, the non-tech guy. In advance, apologize if you guys cannot see our faces, but the point is you can hear our voices and you can see the slide. That's the most important thing. So make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. So myth number 3, online course trainings are all you need to start having success. See, when I first started working online to create this freedom that I wanted, to be able to provide for my twins and have a little more freedom in my life, I literally thought I could just kind of watch some training videos and plug and play and not really have any direction of where I was going, but I could follow these trainings and everything would be golden, right? So that's what kind of people think. They think these trainings are the key to their success. Surprise, you are the most important aspect, because it doesn't matter what person has the trainings. It matters what the person that is going through the trainings has inside of them and what they expect from it. You see, when I first started online, like I said, I did not have tech capabilities. I really didn't know what I was doing. And I thought maybe if I just figure these trainings out, I'll be able to succeed. But I was going through these motions of these trainings without having a clear intention of what I wanted, okay? So what I actually was able to do from a few mentors of me is I realized that I had to have my mindset on point, okay? What happens is when you create a clear intention of your mind of where you want to go. First off, did you guys know 1 to 2% of the population writes down their ideas and goals? 1 to 2% of the world's population. That is literally nobody, okay? But the thing is, everybody that has succeeded at something in their life, they are part of that 1 to 2%. They're actually writing down their goals and their ideas and their dreams, and they have a clear path of what they want to achieve, where they're going to go, okay? So for me, I had to create this clear intention of where I wanted to go. I had to write out my goals and my dreams and revisit them every single day, because when you have a clear intention of where you want to go, and you create the heightened emotional sense inside of you of already achieving what you want. So say you step into the feeling, you create this successful version of you in your head. You have this perfect life you want to live. If you were to actually step into that version of yourself and feel what it's like to already be succeeding, it is actually like a type of vibration that attracts things to you. So you create a clear intention, and then how you feel is actually attracting that back to you. So I literally had to not just go through these trainings, but I had to know where I was going, and I had to set the intention of what I was going to do. You see, because most people, anytime they go to do anything, no matter what it is, online business or anything, they go through it and they point out all the reasons why they can't succeed. Well, I can't do this because I don't have technical ability. I can't do this because I don't have money. I can't do this because I don't have time. They're pointing out all the reasons that something cannot work for them. And all that's literally doing is it's creating a clear intention and the feeling of not being able to succeed. What I actually had to do is I actually had to find the reasons why I could succeed. I had to look at my peers, the people that were around me, and see that these are all just real people. If they can do it, I can accomplish it too. So rather than pointing out the reasons I couldn't succeed with something, I started pointing out the reasons that I could succeed. If one person can do something, there's no reason that I couldn't do it also. And I had that strong why. I had this vision of being able to stay home with my boys. Every single day when I'd wake up to go to work, I would think about, man, I can't wait till my boys are here. And I don't have to go to work. I can stay here. So I knew what it felt like already to be staying home with my boys. I had my mindset on point. Now, mindset is not just something that you do overnight. It is something that takes, a clear path. You have to know exactly what it is you want to succeed. So for me, it was all about creating this vision for my future and revisiting it every day. And I had the support to do that, because not every single day you're going to wake up with a positive mindset about trying to figure out something new. But having the people around me that had this mindset, having these people that were already succeeding around me, it literally made me level up my own mind and start seeing the reasons why I could succeed also. And that is why I've been able to work from home. You know, that's why I've been able to be with my boys and go to the gym whenever I want and make more in 1 month than I've made in 4 months at my old job, which is absolutely still mind-blowing to me. I went from college, I finished college and literally had no direction in life, to now running my own business, being home with my family. It's actually, it's been an amazing thing, okay? So what I want to do is I want to actually pass this on. Oh, let me see 1 second and read in the comments. Okay, yeah, so not only have I been able to work from home and do all this, but we have so many people that are able to pursue their passions as well. So it may not, being home, you may not have kids, you may not want to stay home and just go to the gym. Maybe you want to travel the world. But the thing is, we have people that have been able to leverage what we're doing and literally buy one-way tickets and fund their travel, you know, and it's been an amazing thing. So what I want to do is I want to pass it on to one of these people that has been able to do exactly that, fund their travels, buy one-way tickets to wherever they want to go with what we're doing right now. And I'm gonna bring out Alex. Alex, come out and share a little bit about you. Let us know where you're at in the world, because I really never know where you're at, but would definitely like to hear from you, bud.
Can't hear you, brother. You gotta fix your mic, maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, for some reason, Alex is not able to come out. The fact is, he's been able to travel the world and literally fund it. He never really knows where he's going, but he's been able to fund it with everything that we have in place for him already. He's been able to leverage this lifestyle and this freedom and just kind of go wherever he wants. And it's really been incredible for him. Like I said, me as a stay-at-home dad, I always love seeing where he's at in the world, and I kind of live vicariously through him because it's pretty cool to see where he's at in the world. So we've busted some of the myths. You know, you think that you have to have products and all this stuff in place. You feel like you have to. People think that they have to be able to be a salesman online in order to create success, or they think that they just have to go through trainings. They don't have to have the right mindset to be successful. Now that we've kind of broken those down for you and showing you that that's not true, those are just myths. We're going to kind of get a little bit more into how we've been able to have success online. And this is kind of, I'm going to break this down. If we can go to the next slide, I'm going to kind of break this down how this goes. So no matter what it is, okay, there we go. So no matter what it is that you have online, whatever it is that you're passionate about. So say this is how this sales process works, and it pretty much works for everything online. Any type of online product that you bought, purchased, course, anything like that, it all is broken down into this very simple process. And I say it's very simple because what we do is we have this already in place for you. But if you didn't, let me just show you what you would have to do if you didn't have this in place already. So first off, you would have to find a product that you are passionate about, that you believe people could get value from, or something that you're an expert in. You would have to find this product that people would possibly be interested in. After you do that, you would actually have to be able to find your target market of people that might be interested in this offer. So you do that using social media or anything along those, but basically you just want to get eyeballs on the product or offer that you have, okay? Now, once you have generated eyeballs onto your offer and you have people coming to view your product, you have to have a way to capture their information. So you're going to have people viewing what you have to offer. After they view it, you want them to give you a little bit of information about themselves. So possibly an email so you can follow up with them. So you want to have a capture page in place to where you can build a list of potential buyers. And once people go through this process, they see the product, they see from your social media, they see the product, they give you a little bit of information about them. Okay, I'll give you my email address so you can tell me a little bit about this offer. They actually have a chance to buy your product. Now, for those that don't buy a product, you can actually set up emails and have a follow-up sequence, because the majority of the people don't buy when they first see an offer. It takes the normal person 7 times to see an offer before they actually buy. So if you have an email follow-up sequence, it's actually going to increase your sales. Now, this is all coming from a guy that really, like I said, I'd never owned a computer in my life. I really did not understand any of this tech stuff, okay? But that whole process that I just ran you down, creating a product, getting eyeballs on your product, capturing the interested people, having people make a decision for a sale, and then following up with them. Wouldn't it be cool if we literally had that already set up for you no matter what you're trying to offer? because that's pretty much what we do. You don't have to figure out all these different aspects. If you did, it would probably take years of training and learning to try and figure out this entire process. But what we've done, we've actually put it in place. We have everything set up for you already. Not on top of all that, how I said we need to get eyeballs on your offer. What we've been able to do as a team has been pretty incredible. Over the past few years, everybody that you see here has been able to build up millions of followers on multiple Instagram accounts in specific niches for whatever it is we're passionate about. Not only that, we've been able to each create thousands of followers on Facebook, and we can get people into any Facebook group, no matter what our Facebook group is offering, whether it's offering value for like a workout or maybe personal development, no matter what it is, the bottom line is we know how to get people in to be begging to get into your Facebook group to view what it is you have. So it has literally been able to help us make money from our passions because we literally have everything set up for you already. All you have to do is connect with the people that you're passionate with, and you can succeed online. It's as simple as that when you have everything in place for you already. Now, it took such a long time for me to grasp this, okay? I went through all this process, and I really didn't understand how it went. But the thing is, I knew that it worked because there's people succeeding doing this exact same thing. So the thing is, I plugged in and got my mindset with a clear intention of where I wanted to go, and I just followed what everybody was doing. And it worked, okay? That's the thing. I am living proof that it worked. Not only me, everybody else that you see is living proof that it worked. So like I said, wouldn't it be cool if we literally had all this in place for you already? Because we do. We have a system, program, whatever you want to consider it, in place that literally shows you exactly how to start up and start gaining profits fast, to create a business where people are going to come to you and want to view your offer. Not only that, it actually has a setup process to where a few clicks of the mouse, and that whole process that I just ran down is literally set up and in place for you with a few clicks and a few copy and paste. It's pretty amazing what we've been able to do. And once you have that in place, we have a part of our program that literally shows you how to scale this to the heights to create whatever level of success it is that you want to succeed. So when I first started, I was like, man, I just want to replace my income. My income was like $1,800 a month. Okay, so when I went through the scale up process, it showed me, it stretched my beliefs to new heights. Not only was I been able to create way more than $1,800 a month because of taking this whole process and scaling it up, how we show you, I've been able to make way more, double than $1,800 in just a single day, okay? It's been absolutely crazy, and it's all because of me literally just following what's in place for us. I set my mindset. I said I wasn't going to pick out the reasons that I could fail with this. I was going to point out the reasons that I could succeed, and I just followed it all and went for it, okay? I didn't say, I'm scared to do this. I stepped into that unknown because I knew to create the life I want, I have to do something that I've never done. So for me, it made it a lot easier once I got my mindset on point and I realized everything's in place. It's just a matter of implementing. And like I said, all of us have been able to succeed with that. And we literally have this in place for you already. Now, I know David kind of touched on some bonuses earlier. Now that I'm speaking and I'm about to end speak, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into one of the bonuses because I actually put together one of the bonuses myself. How I said creating a clear intention of what you want to go, okay? It is actually a cool ass training that I put together that literally helps you step into your perfect day. And that is going to be, it's one of my favorite trainings I've ever done. It's literally transformed my entire business. And that's one of the bonuses which David here is actually going to go over because we have some amazing bonuses, including the one I put together for you guys just for being on live. So David, come on out. Let us know about some of the bonuses and how they've impacted you, man.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, isn't it cool that people like us, you know, you can't see my face. If you came to this webinar through me, you know what I look like. You know what TJ looks like, and Jade and Andrew. Isn't it cool that we can do this stuff and, like, you know, without all of these technical know-how? Like TJ didn't even have a computer when he first started working online. He did his entire business through an iPad. Isn't that incredible? And by the way, guys, just so you know, if you want to see comments, you can just simply refresh the page if you want to see them. thing. All right, so we came together and we sat around and we wanted to figure out what we could provide people so that they can start seeing success for themselves. And that was literally the question that we asked, the best question that we could ask ourselves to be aligned with what we're here for, is to ask, what can I do that will, when I do this for them, it will change their life? And we came up with some things, and usually people are on these webinars and they're selling you a $10,000 course. Here's the thing. We came together and we found out that the best thing that we could do is to allow anybody to have the opportunity to get started working for themselves. Literally anybody. And that we didn't want to have anything be able to stop somebody, because I think I said this earlier, if not, enjoy being at home with my son. I enjoy being with my family. That's something that makes my heart sing. Twin boys. Jade's able to travel the world. Andrew is able to travel the world with his girlfriend, and these are things that really make us feel good. And the thing that on top of that makes us feel even better is when we can get somebody doing those things that they love. And we came together and we said, you know what, we're going to try to offer a bundle of things for completely free. This thing is a risk-free trial of the exact business that we use. It's not just risk-free, it's actually free. It's $0 today. We didn't want anything to hold anybody back. So if you've stayed this long in this webinar, we wanted to thank you by giving you a completely risk-free trial to the exact same business that we use. You literally get every single thing that we use. You'll also get private access to our Facebook group. I think we have about 1,500 people in that Facebook group, and these are people that, listen, if you're on this call and maybe you found us through Instagram or through one of our emails or something like that, or a Facebook post, but we know that you're here for a reason, and we know that you want something out of life. You want a change in your life, whether it is to leave your job or whether it is to travel more, to see your family more. And I believe in you 100%, simply because you've come this far and you've come to this webinar and you've spent, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, however long we've been live now. You've dealt with our technical difficulties. You said, you know what, I want to listen in, because what I want out of life is important. What I want out of life, I'm going to get no matter what. And there's 1,500 people, I think it's like 1,300, 1,500, something like that, in this private Facebook group that you'll have 24/7 access to. You can ask as many questions as you want, because when you get started in this risk-free trial of the business, it's going to be new. And you need to do different things to create a different result. You need to learn some new things to create a different result. And that's why I went through, who's this webinar for? It's for people who are coachable, for people who will have an open mind and do new things. The next thing you're going to get is something that TJ put together, and it's really incredible. And I just hope that if you don't know it yet, come on. Your mindset is so important. And hey, if you know that your mindset, like, I know that there are some people who are in this chat who have done online business before. And if you have found out that your mindset is, I say, 80% of your success, if you know that to be true, please comment below and just say yes, because what I need to do, what I want to happen is to be able to kindly convince people to realize that you've got every single thing that you need to succeed, except that you need some things changed in your mind. If you're not doing something right now that you want to be doing in your life, you simply need to change some things in your mind. So we came up with this third bonus, and honestly, we were like, what would we charge for this? And we were like, well, I guess $497. But when it comes down to it, we really didn't know how you can put a price on something that will allow you, once you tap into it and once you understand creating your perfect day and learning like this manifesting thing. And I don't need to get all law of attraction on you guys, but as far as fixing your belief so that you are a powerful person, there's nothing better than this bonus. And it's priceless when you change what's on the inside of your mind and your thoughts and your beliefs, because you can then in return create any result that you want in your life. We said, you know what, we would value this at least $1,531, right? So here's the thing, everybody. There are a couple choices to make, and this is an interesting thing to say, but we wanted to make this very, very easy for you, like I said, to make a positive change in your life. I've had, let's just for instance, okay, to brag, but so I've made, like, let's say a $2,500 a day online, and the feeling that you get when you see that commission notification is pretty incredible. But when I helped people make their first 500 day online, and when they finally started to believe in themselves and they finally realized that this is possible and that they can do it and that they're going to be able to use this money to get more of what they want out of their life, when I was able to help somebody to do that, that was a much greater reward than seeing that $2,500 commission. Okay, but I wanted to make this as easy as possible for you because that's what I want to see. Really why we're here. That's why I'm here, is to help you guys be able to set yourself free. So you've got a couple choices. Okay, there's some options, and to me, when I was working my job, I was a pizza restaurant manager, and it was horrible, and I was really, really, really unsatisfied. Although I went to school for that and everything, but there was no doubt in my mind. I absolutely knew, without a doubt in my mind, that I would not be working that job for the rest of my life. And that was one thing that I was moving away from, and I was moving towards something else, right? And you can get clear on what you really want from this webinar. But you can make one of two decisions, and it's to have that sort of mindset where you know what you want out of life and you know what you don't want out of life, and you say, by golly, no matter what, I'm going to make this happen for myself. Life is too short. I couldn't imagine being 80, 90 years old and having that sort of regret. Or your second option truly is to do nothing and to not change your life. But here's the thing, I don't believe that anybody here would ever do that. And it honestly never felt like an option. Quitting was never an option, even when I struggled for an entire year online. So what I want you to do, though, is to think about why you're here. And I want to clear something up. Okay, we've gone through these myths. We've gone through a little bit about online business, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, that wasn't explained thoroughly, so I don't know, something like that. And that's how I was too. The thing is, we're not going to be on this webinar for 5 hours teaching you all how to do all of this, because everything's inside. Everything's inside. And what I want you to realize is that we're here to help people make a decision about your future, to help people make a decision about where you are going in your life and really what's possible for you. And that's what's so powerful about that bonus that we've got for you, creating your perfect day video. But if everybody just right now, if you just took a moment, and feel free to take a few seconds, and how your life could be like if you did something new that truly allowed you, and I wish you could see my face right now because this is what I'm passionate about. What if you could do something that truly allowed you to be mobile in your life? Imagine yourself never having to work up to an alarm clock ever again. Imagine yourself not having to see if that paycheck covers that bill, those bills that you have, simply because you value for yourself. What if you learned some new things and you said, you know what, David, TJ, Jade, Andrew, I'm willing to go through with this and to see what's in store for me, right? Having an open mind. So what we want to do is we want to help people as well as help ourselves, because we want to work with people who are passionate and will actually take action. So here's what we're doing. We have all of those bonuses for you, and there's a button right beneath this video, and you're going to be able to get started working with us and with all of the 1,500 people in our Facebook group. Literally, we have live masterminds every single week, and you can click the button beneath this video and fill out the form, and you'll see on that page it's completely risk-free. It's totally free, and you can sign up to work with us and learn more about what we do, because these simple slides of trying to debunk these myths, and just allowing you to grasp the potential that, and just knowing that ignorance is not bliss, but you just realizing that, my goodness, there's something else in store. People have put together some things that I can do that will make my job, my business online simple. I don't need experience. All I need is a drive, a willingness to learn, a willingness to be coachable, a willingness to take action, and to be able to realize that I need to do something different in my life to create a different result. And my friend, you're gonna see my face once we sign up. I can't wait till I can actually see you and add you to our Facebook group. So what you can do is, for the next 7 minutes, okay, we're going to be opening up all of those bonuses to you for free. The Create Your Perfect Day, you can get access to our private Facebook group for 100% free. You will have 24/7 support from anybody that you want, from this entire 1,500 people, right? I'm there for you. TJ's there for you. Jade's there for you. Andrew's there for you. Okay. All we want to do is see you succeed. I will do anything in my life to make even just one person be able to work for themselves online so that they can do the things that they want to do with their lives. So for the next 7 minutes, it's probably about 6 minutes and 15 seconds or so right now, before the link changes, we want to offer these bonuses for completely free, okay? Because it's giving you these things that we came together. Like I said, we had that talk before this, and we figured out that if we give these people access to us, and if we give these people the ability to change their mindset in an instant, that's going to create the results that they want in their life. And of course, they need the vehicle. We're giving you the vehicle completely risk-free. So my friend, again, before the 7 minutes is up, click the button beneath this video, fill out the form on the next page, and get started. It's completely risk-free. And upon getting started, we will be in contact with you immediately upon joining, and we'll give you your bonuses, and we'll welcome you into our team Facebook group, and we will look forward to being able to work with you one-on-one. I can't wait that. So let me see this real quick. Some people come out and just talk while people are filling out the forms, okay? You know, you can open up the link in a new tab or something while you're filling it out. We're going to have TJ come out. We're going to see if Alex can come out too. He's waiting. This guy is awesome. He's traveling the world and stuff. We're going to see if it works. But first, let's bring out TJ. TJ, what do you got for us, man?
Man, just from kind of scrolling through the comments and stuff and seeing people are taking action, which is freaking exciting, guys. It's so exciting to see so many people taking action to create a life that they want. You know, for me, I kind of just jumped at this whole opportunity. I literally was at a point in my life where I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. If these people are doing this, you know, I'm going to give it a try. And when I started, we didn't have all this. We didn't have these bonuses. We didn't have a Facebook group, people to support you. We didn't have Your Perfect Day training. I had to learn this further down the road and go through struggles to create that. We're literally putting everything in place for you to succeed. Now, I know there's some people that are saying, you know what? I just don't know what's going to come from this, okay? I don't necessarily know. There's an unknown factor going on here. And that is perfectly fine. And I'm going to explain why it's perfectly fine, because you got to realize, everybody knows the saying, if you do what you've always done, you're always going to have what you've already had. And it's so true. Any type of change in your life, whether it's good, bad, any type of change, okay, no matter what it is you want to create, there's going to be a point where you have to cross the threshold of the known, what you know as your regular life, what's going on, the day-to-day life that you go through now. That's your known. And then there's this unknown aspect. It's the life that you aren't living yet. It's this reality that you've yet to step into. It's the future. It's whatever you want to think. But there's an unknown factor. Most people are scared to step into that unknown. But the truth is, the only place that true change in your life can come from is from the unknown. And the unknown is not a scary place. Most people look at it as this big scary thing. The thing is, the true change you want in your life is going to come from doing something that you don't necessarily know the outcome, what the outcome is going to be. And that's okay, okay? It's not as scary as you think it is, because like I said, if you want true change in your life, you have to step into doing something that you don't know. That is simply broken down just like that. So for me, I just kind of jumped, I jumped into this unknown, and then I really started to realize, well, this stuff that, it kind of opened up a whole new world for me. And I really realized, this is the change I want. I'm going to have to go through this unknown in order to create the life that I want. That's exactly what I've done. I'm very transparent when it comes to everything, because what I do is providing for my boys. I would never do anything unethical or anything like that. And raise my boys from that. And so I'm just blessed to be able to step into this place, that this whole industry business, which is not anything I ever saw myself doing, but what I was previously doing was only going to keep me where I was at that point in my life. Not very happy, not fulfilled, no freedom, no money, no anything. And I wouldn't have been able to provide for my boys. We would have been begging off of my parents. So I'm truly blessed that I took the jump. And I really hope that you guys jump at this freaking opportunity, guys, because we're literally putting everything in front of you to succeed, as far as everything set up, mindset, all that. It's just a super exciting time. I mean, come on, guys. It's 2017. Before we know it, everything's going to be online. Everything's going to be digital. And it's the best time to create. You are all on this webinar for a reason. Nothing happens by coincidence. It all happens for reasons. So you have to sit here and think, why am I on this call? Like, what is this? Okay. You are here for a reason. Trust that everything you've done in your life has led you to this one point. Now, you can either, like David said, go back to the life you were living previously and be unfulfilled or whatever it was. If you were happy before, then go for it. Be happy. But if you aren't happy and you want change in your life, then take this journey with us. Jump in. And guys, we're ready to rock this. And like I said, we're transparent. We're going to share everything with you. It's not like you're never going to see us again once you sign up. We are literally, along with 1,500 other people, are going to be here to support you on this entire journey. So it's super exciting time. We have members joining like crazy. I'm so pumped that you guys are taking action right now. It just makes it all worthwhile that we're going to be able to show you guys how to create success, just like we all have. Me being myself, I was originally never a chatter type person, but I can kind of just talk about this type of stuff forever now because it's very exciting. So instead of me just babbling and going on and on, I just want you guys to make the decision to change your life right now. Get started with us, and you'll see us in our Facebook group. And I'm super excited for those of you that did sign up to get my personal training, because I put a lot of effort into it. I know it's going to change your life. That Perfect Day training, very, very awesome. So I think we still have a little bit of time left for you guys to join for free right now and get those bonuses. I think we have a few minutes left. Let's try and get Alex out here to share a little bit. What do you guys say?
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Hey,
can you hear me now? All right. I'm sorry if there's a bit of background noise because I'm literally sitting on a rooftop in Chiang Mai at the moment. So there's like roosters and pigeons and all sorts of stuff going on around here, but that's just like what it is, and that's just my lifestyle. So a little bit about me. Well, firstly, I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to jump on this call just because I work like location independent online, doing pretty much exactly what we've just gone through. So yeah, I wasn't too sure whether I'd have decent Wi-Fi to, attend the webinar. So this is kind of like a last minute thing that I was able to jump on, but I'm super stoked that I'm here. And I've just been smiling the whole time listening to, everyone talk because I've been traveling the world for 18 months now. I literally just counted like today. I just actually wrote a list before, and yeah, it's been 18 months, and it's been amazing. And even before this, we're going about talking about all the tech issues that we had earlier. I was a carpenter, of all things. I was just like a laborer. I just wanted more out of life. We talked about passions before, and my passion was travel, and that's all I wanted to do was travel. So, yeah, pretty much left it all on the line, cut the tires. That's one thing that I've learned you want to do in life if you sort of want to move forward and sort of want to do, take the next step and just become location independent or freedom, whatever it is for you. And yeah, I just sort of sold all my belongings, started doing this whole online marketing thing. I didn't really have a clue sort of what to do as a carpenter, as I just said. And yeah, I went to Australia, which was amazing. Went all up through the Sunshine Coast. Spent a month in Sri Lanka, which was just amazing. If you're not too sure like where Sri Lanka is, it's like a sort of subtropical island, just with beautiful beaches. Like a lot of tea comes from there. From Sri Lanka, I went all through India, so like the south of India, right up through the north into Nepal. I've done many layovers in the likes of Hong Kong, Singapore. And then I've done like fast travel as well. And then I've also like lived in places. So I've actually got a feel for different countries. I lived in Canada for 3 months. I lived in America for 3 months. And then, you know, went back, lived in Indonesia, back to New Zealand for 3 months. And then, you know, this time around, I've just spent a month in the Philippines, a month in Vietnam, and now I'm here on a rooftop in Chiang Mai. And yeah, I was actually just smiling before when David was going on about the possibilities that could happen, because if you just stop for a second and just visualize like the life that I'm living 18 months ago, I probably wouldn't have like believed you that I'd be sitting here right now on a rooftop in Chiang Mai talking to you. And sort of, it makes me happy that if you're watching this right now, you've got the opportunity to do that, because there's no reason why you can't. I'm no different from you guys, and yeah, it's amazing, you know. And yeah, I'm just super pumped. It's cool. So I'm just gonna take it back to.
Yeah, I'll take it, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited that you were able to come out, and I'm really excited that we ended that presentation, because when we did that, you guys could see our faces. Isn't that cool? We didn't even know that. I think that's awesome. I'm really excited because I know that, you know, people are signing up right now. And I remember 3 years ago when I came home from when I was managing the restaurant and bar right out of college. I came home into my cold apartment. It was winter. And I sat down on my bed. And I was covered in flour, I was covered in pizza sauce, and I was covered in dried up sweat. And I was always disgusting after work. And I was really, 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 really unsatisfied. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, for hospitality management, and I'm working this job. It hasn't even been a year when I've been out of college, right? Supposed to do for the rest of my life to make money. And it was a serious question. And I went to Facebook, and I wasn't even looking for anything, but this was in my mind. Just like how I said, oh, I wish my face would show up on the screen, man. Same thing when I was like, man, I need to figure out something that I can do with my life so that I can be fulfilled, so I don't need to go to this restaurant and bar every single day and work like 8-9 hours shifts. And that's small for a lot of people, right? But I stumbled upon a video on Facebook and I got started. And it wasn't free for me. I got started working online and I started promoting some things. Like I said, when I started, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have trainings and stuff. But I'm going through these comments, and I'm seeing so many people, and man, the amount of people that came on here, my mind is blown, because when we get in front of people and when these people want these new things with their life and they're actually moving towards it, that is empowering for me. That is something that is special to me and near and dear to my heart, to be able to see people taking that step that I took. It was October 17th, 2013 when I sat down on my bed and I stumbled upon a video on the internet that taught me some things that you know we're able to teach you all today. That was over 3 years ago now, and I'm seeing these people make the same exact decision, and I know it was the most empowering decision of my life. You know, so we've got let's see, we've got Emma who just signed up. Jeremiah signed up. Leo, she was already working with Jade. All these people are making life decisions. I think I'm gonna end it at this. It's that you get out of life what you are willing to work towards, what you are willing to change towards, what you're willing to. Is it really taking a risk? Not really. Not with this. It's risk-free. But what you're willing to go through, that uncomfortableness, right? TJ discussed that when you're able to say, you know what? I've been doing this thing in my life for so long, whether it's like a job, for instance, and I'm getting this result. And you say, well, I want something different. And the only way to get something different is to do something different. It's to physically take an action that you have never taken in your life before. And it is only at that moment when you can start to create a change in your life. Okay, that's the beauty of being able to work for yourself. That's the beauty of this, is that some people, you don't know us, right? We're just these people with good hearts, and we want to help you. and we want to connect with you even further. But to be able to hop on something like this and to be able to change your life in such a sudden and free way is mind-blowing. It's 2017 and times are changing. You don't even need computer experience, technical experience, or even internet marketing experience to do what we're doing. People have created things that we can use so that we can drastically change our lives, and we can fire our boss, and we can start to do the things that we want. So I'm going to end it at this. I'm going to tell you one more time that if you are doing something in your life and you came on this webinar for a reason, you've dealt with our technical difficulties, right? You've waited to see our faces. You're a tough cookie, right? And you're here right now. And if you know that there's something that you want to change in your life, and you know that there's something that you want to move towards, and you want to use that perfect day video that TJ put together, now is your time to get started. There is a reason why you're here, and you cannot just ignore it. You're here for a reason. I encourage you to pay attention to that and to realize that your kids deserve it. The world deserves to see you, and you deserve every single thing that you desire. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that you get it, because there's too many unsatisfied people on this world. So with that said, everybody's nodding their head. Man, put yes if you're just like, well, I was fed up with that in my life and I changed it. That's what you need to do. You need to, sometimes you need to get angry. You need to get fed up. That's what happened to me. I'll give everybody one more second, and all you need to do is click the button beneath this video and fill out the form. Again, it's completely free. Congratulations for everybody who already got started. I'm really excited for you. We're all going to be in contact with you very shortly. I'm pumped up. This is going to be the best of the rest of your life. I cannot wait to start working with you. I'll see you all in the Facebook group and in the trainings, and I'll talk to you all later.